drank all the booze, and the doggy Hank drank up all the booze. Who let him in? And nobody knows. And the doggy Hank, where have you gone? In all the booze. And the doggy Hank, where is the booze? And the doggy Hank, where is all the booze?
Yo, Debo. That's my new favorite. Not even my new. That's my favorite song still.
That thing.
Number one on the charts. That gets me hyped every time I listen to it.
You throw that in on the workout routine.
I'm putting that. That's going to be number one. So when you're still not quite into your workout yet, you need that hype.
Right.
Usually I have Kanye.
Right.
Power. No one man should have all that power. But that's been moved down the playlist in favor of Hendertucky Hank.
Man, Hendertucky Hank, man, he's doing okay. I like that version of it. And I think there's one of the things I say that's really excited about the show is it's giving me reasons to make music. And that song right there is just so much fun, man. And there's more to come. There's a couple of good fun ones that we haven't got a chance to even really play with. So. Yeah, man, it's a good jam. You know what's funny?
Interesting you say that. That's how I felt about some people when I was still married before my divorce. That there's a couple of good fun ones that I haven't had a chance to play with.
Feels like you doubled down. But yeah, that I mean, it makes sense, and a nice introduction to our topic for the day, which we will get to in just a minute. But real quick, dude. I feel like we left Gas Cap Lady out there with no gas, and just kind of never came back to it. So shout out.
Well, we were waiting to
hear back from her, right? Yeah, and our emails, we got like 2 or 3 leads, but they were all just people just trying to get free coffee. So
yeah, I don't blame you people.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well. Sorry, I got lost there. I had to look over my.
So all the leads, we didn't get any good leads.
No, we didn't. Excuse me. Thank you. We didn't get any good leads on her, so we're gonna have to double check back with Gas Cap Lady because
we did get somehow Bill from overseas.
England? Yeah, Bill from England
was trying to claim that he knew Gas Cap Lady. He met her in Venice.
Yeah.
But he couldn't identify her. He didn't have any way for us to contact her.
Did he? Was her cap on or off? He didn't say.
Well, apparently he saw her at one of the cap optional beaches.
It must have been in San Diego. Must have been. That was a good place. Well, dude, we are going to be hopping into a high five today, and a unusual one at that. A personal one at that. We may even call in a couple special guests to talk about this. But you know what? I'm gonna back up here. I'm gonna back up a second. I'm gonna look into we got G in the booth back there. Thank you for backing that up. I'm gonna put this up because I still have the original Dude and Debo because of that Hendertucky Hank song. We use that back rack. Okay, here we go. So we're going what's the word? Visual.
All the way live.
Yeah, here you go. In the booth there. Can I get that first slide? Can I get that back one? Because we're going, there it is. We're going all the way live, and there it is. The Dude and Debo season 3. Yeah, man. A couple of new visuals to us, so we can just kind of also be in your face as well as in your ear. Is that better? No, that wasn't okay. All right. So, high five for today. We're going to be jumping into. Thank you. There you go. I like that, man. That's it's like Spider-Man comic. Trying to hook me up with a high five.
It is.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, high five today on what the dude was talking about earlier, relationships, but more or less in that relationship when it doesn't work out, and we're using the word divorce here. I mean, divorce is a strong word, El Dunarino, because I mean, you could say breakup. Couldn't you say breakup?
No, not if you're married.
Right, because you signed paperwork.
Because now it's legal.
Yeah, because
we was legal. It was a fair fight. We was legal.
And it's a breakup, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. And I mean, some people.
I mean, you can say that I'm a bit pessimistic because I've been married and divorced.
Yeah.
But I feel like the only difference from what you're saying and the only difference in this relationship from another one,
right,
is that it's legal. All it is a breakup.
It's a breakup.
But because you entered into this legal agreement, now you got to go through all the bullshit that comes along with that.
I agree. I'm going to do a quick phone a friend, and see if the phone a friend picks up. You never know when it comes to the phone a friend. Look, that works. Let's see here.
Is this the sup with you?
A little bit of sup with you. A little bit of sup with you. A little bit. Yo. Are you in the bathroom?
No, I'm actually on your Zoom.
Oh, you made it in? Oh, we were calling.
Yeah, I'm listening to you right now.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. Well,
I'm gonna hang up right now.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean,
I'm gonna hang up and listen. This is like old school AM
I'm gonna hang up on the phone so then you can talk to me over my Zoom call.
Okay. All right, we'll hang up on the phone. We'll get you on the Zoom.
Cool.
All right, go ahead. Our special guest going to be coming in. I guess he's going to knock on the door and come in the room here. But I didn't see who has control. I don't have. I think
that would be me. Do I need to let him in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, man's knocking.
Come on, this is Nelly, bro. Let me in. Trump, Bill Gates, let me in.
So did he make it?
I'm here, Dwayne.
Oh, I can't see you, but I can hear you. That'll work. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our first guest of the show, Mr. Joe.
How you doing, guys?
Was it Joe?
It was Joe. Yeah, I gave him a Kumite entrance. There you go.
There it is. Joe, what's going on, man?
Trying to survive, man. Struggle.
So to give you some insight on Joe, and Joe, we just busted our topic for the day, which is divorces, and dude was going over a little bit about the divorce in his life. And before we get to our high five, I went to you because we are in 2021. I almost said 2020, and it's been an interesting year. And as we go through divorces, you're going through one right now. And a lot of what we've talked about in the past about the COVID and the year and how it's been, we really wanted to reach out with somebody who's going through this BS right now and to get their insights. So Joe, I mean, talk to me, man. I mean, Josh says it's not like a breakup. You're going through it. Talk to me, man. How's it hanging in there in this situation?
It's been tough, trying to get the paperwork completed, but I didn't want it to be ugly between me and her because
sure.
We have 3 kids, and it's just been tough, financially as well, right? Because of course, I've got to come up with some kind of alimony. California does not have a fault divorce, meaning whoever's at fault, it doesn't matter. Whoever is the breadwinner has to provide alimony. Right. So. But in this situation, we are living paycheck to paycheck.
Uh-huh.
So, and the problem is as well is like I work from home, she works from home.
Mm-hmm.
Harder for her because she has to bring in her clients into her to her office.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't really provide her with, funds for her to be able to move out.
Right.
So we're still in the stage where we're trying to figure out what to do.
Right.
That
sounds like limbo. Sounds like this teeter-totter of walking on eggshells to a small extent. And let me interrupt you, Joe, and we're going to come right back to Josh. When you were in this part of the situation, when you were in this limbo state, when you were in this, what's going to happen next state? What was going through your mind, brother?
Man, so I was listening to that and I was thinking, thank God I didn't have kids with my ex-wife. Like, how much more would that have complicated that situation? That's because in our particular situation, I was the breadwinner. I didn't have to worry about alimony or any of that. So I was just thinking, like, I lucked out listening to Joe talk about that.
You got another G.
Also, I didn't. Yeah, I felt it was. I got another G.
Did we lose? By the way, I don't see G. Is G still here? Did we lose G?
We had to make room for Joe.
Oh, okay. We got.
I'm
Oh no,
here.
he's there. There he is. There you go. Okay, you got the dark screen. He's always back there in the witness
Yeah.
protection program. All right, cool.
I
Okay.
also didn't want to make my divorce ugly because my wife already took care of the ugly part.
At the level
No,
11.
I'm sorry if you're listening. That's you already understand my sense of humor, and we're divorced, so fuck it.
That's funny. But you didn't want to make it ugly. You didn't want to make it crazy. So
No, I didn't want to make it ugly. I didn't want to make it crazy. Fortunately, she didn't either. So ours was relatively easy from a interpersonal situation.
Okay.
She already had a place to go. She already had somebody else she wanted to live with. So that was an easy transition. So really, for me, it was just the paperwork and the financial, stuff involved with the legal aspect of it. No kids, no
Right.
property, no COVID.
Right.
So it was really easy all the way around, except for obviously the emotions that come with it. That was the difficult part for me.
And you know what? That leads me to what I was going to ask Joe next. How is that portion of it? I mean, I can say from a personal standpoint, and I don't mind telling people that I cry once a week because of COVID and the stresses, that it's brought on. I mean, it's put me personally in interesting boxes. But I'm not dealing with a divorce. So I ask you, Joe. I mean, how is the mental holding up, brother? How is the whole inside of you holding up through all this?
It sucks, man. Bottom line, it sucks. It brings you down to depression. Just trying to figure out the future of the kids. Future for myself. It's just the everyday life. It's gonna change. I know it, right? And living situation, trying to figure out where the kids will be at. And, I've been with the kids every single day. I spent so much time with them. I'm their coaches for basketball, for soccer, now for jiu-jitsu. So I spend a lot of time. So my main goal is really, I want to be with my kids. Having 1 week out and one week in and 1 week out is going to be difficult.
Well,
It's going to be a struggle.
I'll say this from a divorced child standpoint, and I'm not sure. I think I might. No, I'm not the only one on the show. They can say that when parents split up, it's interesting. It definitely, and to each their own. In my personal situation, my parents weren't at each other's throats, right? They weren't, yelling at each other and you did this to me and level 11. They weren't they weren't doing that to me. But I know in other situations that is the case. And in this breakup as a child, I remember when I went through it. There was a lot of emotions, but I got to be honest, man. I was so young that I did not really understand all these emotions. I was really just reaching at what my parents told me. So when they told me that they didn't hate each other and that they loved each other and that it just wasn't gonna work out, I believed them. I was like, okay, and they were like, yeah, it's just not gonna work out. Like, we tried and we don't hate each other, but it's just not gonna work out for us. So we're gonna love you kids.
We don't hate each other. Your dad just won't stop fucking other people.
This is very true. This is a very true statement. And so since he won't stop fucking other people, we're gonna go ahead and stop pretending this thing is happening anyway. So and they did. They split up, and my parents, my parents remained friends. I got to be honest. My parents went to many functions, walked me down the aisle together with the wedding. and remain friends. So Joe, I know where this is going, but I heard what you said about what's going to happen to the kids in the future, and your kids aren't leaving you, which is the nice part, right? I mean, yes, they're going to go away physically at times, but they're not leaving you, and they still love you.
Can I ask, Joe, how old are your kids?
I have a 15, 13, and an 8-year-old. So the 8-year-old is oblivious. He doesn't really care. He just decided to have 2 homes.
Right.
Right.
But then the 2
2 Christmases.
It's a little harder for them.
Right.
My daughter is more affectionate to my wife. My son, my oldest son, he's closed up, so he's not opening up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a struggle, just kind of a little hard to deal with right now, And of course,
go ahead.
for being in high school, my he doesn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course not.
is, I can't just move in to somewhere else where it's it can be more convenient for me and for her. It seems like we have to stay at the same place to make things work for the kids, and plus this is their environment. This is where their friends are at. So we're trying to keep it here. But again, living situation right now, it's tough. We both live in the same house. We don't argue. I mean, I've kind of accepted it and kind of living day to day.
Right.
But, it's what I have to go through right now.
On this show, Joe, all you have to do is tell G your problems, and he'll make him feel small and insignificant for some reason. G, what could you tell my man? I mean, did you go through a divorce one time?
Yeah.
Did you go through a divorce 2 times?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you can one up somebody.
The first time was just practice.
Yeah, before I just wanted to make sure before G came on the mic, he was like, "Calm down, son. I've done this twice." As a G, but go ahead, G. What can you help out my man just a little bit with this situation?
Well, Madison was she was used to us not doing anything together anyway and living in the same house.
Okay.
And she was used to me not sleeping in the bedroom and living in the same house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we were married, but we weren't married. We didn't do together things.
Mm-hmm.
Madison was either with her, which really wasn't that often, or she was with me, which was most of the time. So when we actually got divorced, it wasn't a big deal for Madison.
She had already.
Madison is your daughter.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. Her spending time over there with her mom, her spending time with me, she was used to that routine already.
Mm-hmm.
So
what do you think? What do you think was the hardest part? Because she was how old at the time?
No, she was 8.
Okay, yeah, so a little oblivious
Yeah.
of what's going on.
Yeah, and she didn't like her mom anyway, so she tried to get her mom arrested,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
which was interesting.
I mean, I picked up the phone a couple times and was like,
Yeah, she
Maybe.
yeah.
Well,
I got
because then
911.
at that point, though, my parents were like, "Well, call him. Go ahead, let him take your way."
She went to school and told the teachers and principal that her mom beat her and locked her in the basement.
Oh, my God.
We didn't have a basement.
Mm.
And she used a pot and a pan and a skillet and a shoe and a brick.
My shoe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And all this stuff. And the principal called me because, like I said, I was the one in Madison's life mostly.
Right.
So the principal knew me. So she called me and said, "Hey, we got Madison here in the office and I'm going to need you to come down." And so I went down up the street 2 blocks and went to the principal's office, and she said, "Look, normally we would have to call social services when we have something like this, but we're not going to because we just started adding things in to Madison's story and she just blended it in."
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
She said, "So you got a spanking?" "Yes." "And your mom hit you with the belt?" "Yes." "And she hit you with the shoe?" "Yes."
Yeah,
And
all
she
of
hit
it.
you with
Whatever
the
you want
pot?
to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah. And
3
so
people
we
come out of the
just
closet?
started throwing things in. So we didn't believe her,
Yeah.
but we wanted to let you know that this is what's going on.
Wow. That's
Sir, your daughter started doing backup for James Brown. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much.
Oh,
So it was a lot easier. But for Joe and the 15-year-old, the thing, does he know or she know why you guys are getting divorced?
that's a really good question.
Yeah, we've explained that it's just not working out for. I mean, we don't fight at all. Just I guess it's.
What I want to know is, did they see it coming, or was this just a blind side? Because if they saw it coming, then it's easier to cope with the whole.
Definitely was a blind side.
Yeah, see, that's the hard part right there.
Yeah,
because normally, if there was some kind of trouble, they can associate the trouble with a divorce.
But I accept what you're saying, G, in fullness. But the other side of that coin is, I believe that it makes an easy cleanup.
Not really.
No, but I mean,
which one makes it easy?
Well, no mess, no mess, no
is
cleanup
the whole-
is where I was looking at it. I understand where you're at with a 15-year-old and where he's changing in life and what he's grasping a hold of and all that.
Yeah.
But my point is no mess, no cleanup. So if I'm just saying if the kids have seen it coming because of the trouble in life, and then all of a sudden now they have resentment towards one or the other, versus now where they're just going to go, what? Two people couldn't get along? All right, well, I still love them both. Bang, bang.
Let's see, it's a cause and effect for these kids today. It's not. If there's no cause,
I see what you're saying.
They don't understand the effect.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Is that
new math?
Today, yeah, that's new math.
Long math.
Because kids today, if they don't see what the problem is, then they don't understand the outcome of the problem. You understand?
Joe, let me ask.
Go 2 + 2
Mhm.
= 4, but if you go 2 + 2 equals
22.
8 divided by 2. No, 8 divided by 2.
It does.
Oh, I see.
Yes, sir.
Then they
Fourth
won't
grade.
understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they understand the cause,
Right.
and they say the effect. Back when we were younger, it was a totally different thing. It was like, okay, we're not getting along. Cool. See ya.
I agree.
See
I
when
agree
I
with you,
see-
G, with the cause and effect and this age
Yeah.
of the
But
kids.
today need
Yeah.
a cause and effect.
Yeah, that makes
If-
sense.
If you do this, then this is going to happen. And if they don't see it, then it's going to make it difficult for them. That's just how come you have more kids today in therapy and not talking to their parents,
Well,
because they don't understand what happened between their parents. How come they couldn't hold it together until at least I graduated, something
Right.
like that.
yeah.
I went to therapy instead of talking to my parents because my dad
Yeah.
would say, "You want a reason to cry? I'll give you
Yeah.
a reason to cry."
Yeah, but that's how we grew up.
That is.
Kids
Yeah.
today, they don't do that. We don't beat our kids like we got beat.
No.
We don't go get that switch off the tree, and don't you give me one of those weak ones.
Well,
Right.
but I mean, today is the reason why.
But today's kids is more like, okay, because you did this,
Right. Cause and
you're
effect.
going to be in timeout for this amount of time.
I don't, it's hard to disagree with this guy, with his cause and effect. But I mean,
I find it hard to disagree with him because he was a Navy SEAL, and I don't
is that just?
I don't want to ruin my
straight
day
up?
by disagreeing with him that way.
Celtics come at you. Well, let's throw this out here and make this a little more lighter, gentlemen. We're talking about divorces and a high five of divorces. So, and I had alluded to earlier that divorce is no more than a breakup. But as we can hear in the truth of the conversation, it gets a little bit a little bigger. Let's ask here for the table for a quick high five of it. Reasons for divorce. We want to stick it into the bad, dude. You want to stick the bad gun?
No, just reasons.
Just reasons. Okay. So just high five reasons of the divorce, and I guess for three of you on the panel, you don't have to choose anything personal. Just choose something that's
Most
out.
of my list is personal.
Well, then started with your list. Then El Duderino, why don't you give us something for the high five here? Reasons for divorce.
High five reasons for divorce. Your wife would rather fuck a yogi.
Your wife would rather fuck. What's a yogi?
Yoga instructor.
Oh, a yoga instructor. Oh, damn.
Mm,
I mean, because he's all flexible and shit, or because
maybe.
oh.
I mean, I didn't get that far, and I didn't start asking for the reasons. I was like, wait a minute. So I just need to stretch more? Or?
He had a downward dog that just
There it is. There it is.
His doggy style was something else.
Oh, dude's been waiting for that his whole life. He's
Where were you 6 years ago?
so good. Oh, so reasons for divorce. Just so it's on the table again. Wife wants to fuck a yoga instructor. That's a reason. That is
a
Okay, there you go. That's a reason. Put that on the board. No more comments. I think the dude's gonna mic drop that one. Can I slide over this Hefe? You got any reasons for divorce?
man.
Yeah, go for it.
Death.
Man, I could go so many ways right now.
What did you say? Did you say death? Did you,
Death.
you just put like loud right at the beginning.
No. Death does not count for this one. I can.
Okay, thank
I can
you.
completely say with utmost confidence.
Yeah, please don't.
Death does not go for this
Thank you.
one. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna say money problems, man. I know some people that just are like maybe spendaholics, or they just can't agree to pay the bills or that sort of thing. You know, get into
Budgetary disagreements.
Yeah.
Budgetary
Yeah.
disagreements.
debt. Huge
Big
budgetary disagreements. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Not like McDonald's and shit. Not like a Coke or fries
No.
kind of budgetary disagreements, but like rent.
Dwayne wants to have dinner at the ranch. You know?
Dwayne's never had dinner at the ranch.
I
So,
want to have more than dinner.
a steer maybe. Okay.
Famous out there.
So financial disagreements, yoga instructors. Joe, you ready to take a stab at reasons for divorce?
Well, yeah. Apparently, my wife said she couldn't see me being with her in the next 5 years. So
Lack
she
of
can't see me in
vision.
her future.
Vision issues.
Vision,
Needs
lack
glasses.
of lack of vision. Needs glasses. There you go. Lack of vision for the future. Reasons for divorce. Okay.
They say hindsight's 2020, but they don't say foresight is 2020.
That's just true.
But the problem is hindsight's not 2021, so it didn't work out.
No, it's
so,
not.
yeah. All right. Wife doesn't see you in the future, so you get the.
Did you look? Like, what do you mean you can't see me? Where were you looking?
Yeah. I was in the bathroom.
I'm over here, bitch. Okay. All right.
So were
okay.
you just looking in the yoga studio? I don't understand.
Did you? Can you look over the yoga instructor and find me right here?
What
I'm
else
right.
can you see in the future? Can you see the lotto numbers in the future? Because while you're looking,
Yeah. While you're there,
yeah.
we can help this money situation.
Wow,
Right.
yeah, it's right. Which we obviously disagree on all the time. All right, G, can I get a reason for a divorce? Reason for a divorce out there?
Oh, we just grew apart.
Oh, grew apart.
Yeah. Two separate train tracks right there.
I mean, but is that similar to Can't See You With Me in the Future? Because they looked at the
Nope.
schedule and they were like,
Nope.
this stop
No, because grew apart happens now.
gradually.
yeah.
It's not a future thing.
Oh.
Grew apart is like you planted the two trees, but you didn't put that rubber band that holds them together.
Yeah. And the root just kind of split itself,
Yeah.
but it's still growing.
You did a long growth process on that one there,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
So you got the rubber band and stuff. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. yeah.
So grew apart. Reasons for divorce. Grew apart. Okay.
I got grew apart. That was part of the her telling me what was going on with us was that we grew apart.
Did you tell her there was a yoga instructor in between you? That's why you were.
Well, I was like, hey, you can put that rubber band around the trees, but if you put a yoga instructor in the middle, the rubber band can't hold it.
A little difficult. All right, grew apart. So we're gonna slide over to Slagle. I'm gonna sit, gentlemen. So
Yeah,
Slagle, what else
I got,
you got?
one more for you.
Death.
Oh, I
What
see.
up?
Just let the divorce people do this one. All right.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just figuring out to let you guys, take a stab. Just married.
I'm going to say that they're no longer like sexually attracted to their partner.
Oh,
Maybe
Mm.
maybe someone gained some weight. Maybe someone maybe had an arm fall off, or who knows.
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe someone slid a little further down the Kinsey scale. How about that?
Listen,
Yes.
I'm a little done with your educated words. Okay, with this Kinsey scale. What the hell is a Kinsey scale?
So
They
there's
wrote
this
the sex manual.
sex therapist, sex researcher named Alfred Kinsey,
Uh huh.
and he has a scale 1 to 6, I believe. Don't quote me
You
on
have to
that.
stand on this bitch.
No, and if you're I may get the sides of the scale wrong, so
Okay.
bear with me here.
All right.
I'm just gonna pick a side and go
Sure.
with it.
Sure.
If you're a 1 on the Kinsey scale, then you're the straightest possible straight dude there can be.
Okay.
And if you're a 6 on the Kinsey scale, then you're the gayest possible gay dude there can be.
Okay.
And his belief, his assertion is that throughout
Ass.
our lives, the scale fluctuates for every person. Now, you may not go from 1 to 6. You might go from 1 to 2 back to 1 at some point in your life. You may
Okay.
go 1 to 1.3
Uh huh.
to 1. You know, not everybody has the same fluctuation,
I understand.
but some people do go. You know, most people are not 1s and 6s.
Okay.
Nope.
Most people are 2s
Twos
and 5s.
and five. Okay, 2s and 5s. Joe,
And so
Joe,
you may
Joe,
go
are you a
2 to 3 or 3 to 4, and that might affect your marriage.
Joe on the Kinsey scale? What would you put yourself at? How gay or straight would you put yourself? 1 or 6 or 2 or 5?
1 being
Say that-
straight.
That question for?
It's the Kinsey scale is if you're gay, you're 6, and if you're straight, you're a 1, and anywhere in between is where everybody finds themselves. Where do you find yourself on the Kinsey scale?
Oh, jeez. Is that a question?
No, it's a real. Because you got to find yourself. You got to know where you are. I mean, I want to say I'm probably about a 3. At my best, at my worst, I'm like a 3.5, maybe a 5. You know,
I
right?
don't know, man.
Depending
Why is it
on-
gotta be
It's an
worse,
arrow, dude. I'm giving myself a 1.
So Joe's like a 0.
Joe's like, I don't even scale this shit. What are we talking
Like I
about?
don't even need to think about it.
Remove the penis from my face. No. I understand, Joe. This is good. We were on divorce types and reasons for it, and it looks like we've come back over to Joe. Joe, reasons for a divorce. You only have to have one more because you had your verse already. So
Yeah, 2.
Well, you know,
He had 2.
oh, you had 2.
Reason for divorce?
He
Reason.
already had 2.
We are on one divorce. Well, he's actually
No,
still
he
working on
had
the first. Oh, he did. What was his other one?
He had can't see in the future.
And
No, he did not have can't see in the future. He said not sexually attractive.
that was Jeff.
It's Jeff, man. I'm writing
yeah,
these
that
down.
was.
Gee,
Yeah,
I
that
got
was.
names.
Not
right next to 'em.
attractive.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a stroke.
Was that on the list?
Reasons.
That
It
is
could
true.
be on my list.
No, hey, I would disagree because you got that after married and she's still stuck with you. So I mean, I'm gonna take that
that's
off the
true.
list. Take that
This
off.
is true.
Sliding back over to Joe. Second reason for a divorce, there, Joe. Now you can get into a fantasy world. You don't have to give me the truth.
Well, I mean, I'll give you the truth. I mean, over the years, she said that, I wasn't paying attention to the small stuff. Like,
It's
Yeah.
man,
it's
I could've
really
saved a lot of
tiny.
money.
It's
Yeah.
really tiny. You have to with
Yeah.
one finger.
Yeah.
It's one. It's not a lot. It's really a small space.
I didn't have to
Yep.
buy a house. I didn't have to buy a car. I didn't have to buy the Louis Vuitton purses.
No.
I could've
Nope.
just opened the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was the
Yeah.
biggest thing, and plus she never got over, things that I've done prior to marriage.
Oh, that's
I mean,
the
how
best
can you-
one. That's the
Wait a
best
minute,
one. Wait.
How can you see the small
Wait a
stuff
minute.
Wait a
in the
second.
future?
Wait.
Bringing up old.
Wait,
stuff.
bringing up old shit. That's the best. Wait, time out. Wait a second. Bringing up old shit.
After,
I'm
after
writing
what,
that down.
18 years?
Yeah. Bring it up. This has got to be like,
bring up old
I
stuff.
don't know, man. Why? Shit doesn't die.
not.
Why did Jesus go to the cross for forgiveness for sins, but not from this woman? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Joe
This is
didn't go
why
to the
Jesus
cross.
was
Maybe
never
Joe
married.
But
went.
we blame Jesus for we just blame. We were like, thanks, bro. Thanks for doing that for us. You know what I mean? And then we're cool, right? Nope. She's nope. But
Bringing up old stuff.
I apologize, baby. Okay, well, I forgive you. Never.
We weren't even married, chick. We weren't even.
I want to know
together.
how she can see the small stuff from the future.
Yeah.
Like this is small stuff. I'm having a hard time seeing it from the present, obviously.
Dang.
So how could you see it from the future?
Bringing
up
old stuff.
This is decades
we are-
old. You still got to correct what
We're
that
not doing
means.
we're not doing pet peeves in relationships, are we? Because I mean that's
That's a reason.
That is the reason.
damn no.
Pet peeves.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
All right, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Nice one, Joe. By the way,
Wow.
and not a nice one, but nice one.
Yeah. That's a good
Slagle,
one.
Slagle, we're gonna
Yeah.
slide over to you, brother.
I got a good one. It just popped in my head.
Okay.
Got married too young. They
Yeah,
not
solid.
realistic
I know, yeah.
about a lot of things. Just married too young. A lot of problems come with that.
G,
Well, yeah,
G, was
yeah.
that the problem for the first one or no? You were a little younger on that one. No.
No.
How old were
First
you?
one was my drinking.
Oh, okay.
Were you drunk when you got married?
Yes.
I think that was the problem.
Kind of a
was
lead in.
Navy.
Oh.
This
I was
sounds like a great
Navy.
idea.
I was still Navy through and through,
Wow.
which was a problem. So there you go.
All
So
right.
I was doing some research for It's Lit game a
Uh-huh.
little later on.
Uh-huh.
Didn't end up choosing this category to do the game, but I found in the research that couples married between the ages of 20 and 25 are 60% likely to get a divorce.
The divorce, yeah.
20
If you
to-
wait till you're older than 25,
Then
you're 24% less likely to get divorced.
yes.
So,
Damn.
okay. All right.
The reason because that is like what Jeff just said was the growing pains.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
when you're 20,
Yeah.
25, the guys are ready to be their freakiest.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
and women are just now coming into their
Self.
own sexuality
Mhm.
themselves.
Mhm.
So, you know, they've already, usually by the time they're 21, they've had their first lesbian experience.
I'm sorry. What?
And so, by the
I
time
wish
they
that
get
happened
together
when I
with
was-
somebody, by the time they get together with somebody, everyone's physical sexual part is already done.
Mm-hmm.
The emotional sexual part is just now beginning.
Can I go back to
That's just
21?
when- so
I just want
You
my
want to
first.
go back to the lesbian?
I want my
experience?
first lesbian experience. That's all.
you can't have one.
Oh well.
Well, the other part of that is, you know, I'm certainly a different person. I approach the world differently at 35 than I did at 25.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm a few months from 40, and at 40, I'm going to be different than I was at 30, for example.
Yeah.
At 52, I
Ooh.
look at the world completely different than I did when I was in my 30s.
Right.
You know.
And so you got to assume your partner is probably changing as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you don't change at the
And that
same
changes,
rate,
you know,
you don't
change is
change on the
good.
same train tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly. If you don't change on the same switches, then things happen. And this is why you saw Ed Asner, which doesn't make any sense, but in his late 80s, early 90s, he divorced his wife.
Yeah, because he
After-
was a different person.
60 some odd,
Jesus.
70 years. You gonna get
At that
divorced
point,
now?
come on, Ed. Come
Yeah,
on,
just
man.
write
Don't
that
you
out.
just want to stick it out? You know, what
Nah, nah. I got stuff to do.
Somebody else.
Yeah, but
Like, what are
that's
you
what he
doing?
did. He waited until his late 70s, early 80s, and said, "Okay, I want a divorce." And you're about as stupid as a bucket of rocks right there. What are you gonna do?
G,
You
I'm
found
gonna
Viagra.
G, I'm gonna start with you to get out of here real quick. Rattle off any more that you may have for the high five for divorces. Do you have any more for the high five today?
No,
Okay.
I only had the one thing.
Okay.
Which was
Two-
we grew apart.
two
That was
divorces.
that was my reason for. That was her reason for our divorce.
All right.
So I was cool with it.
All right.
I saw it. I went, yeah.
Slagle, any more reasons for the
Yeah.
high five for divorce reasons today?
No, man, I can't. Nothing. I got nothing. I'm capped.
Okay. Joe, any other reasons for a divorce that we're gonna take to a kumite here for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as what she's told me, it's like I'm not gonna wait, because I don't want to wait till like
Till
a year
our
or two
lives might be
for us
over.
to I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna be used goods. If I wait.
Wow.
longer, right? That's kind of what it came up to be.
Wow.
Could you one more time? Because
title.
I lost a little bit of what we were talking about. What it would have been, but one more time, Joe. What was that reason?
She wants to divorce now because she doesn't want to wait any longer because any more longer she's going to be used goods, right?
Oh,
She's
okay.
too old to find anyone.
You're
her looks would be different.
okay. So you want a divorce because because now I'm hot and in the future I'll be not hot.
Yeah,
Is that what we're saying? Is that
it could be.
am I getting that right?
Now, this is also something that my ex-wife told me, and
Wow.
here's the issue I have with that, and this is what I told her. You want to leave someone who loves you for who you are, while you can still find someone
Yeah.
who loves you for how you look.
Wow.
You realize that's going to change again. Like it's going to keep changing throughout your life. So
Yeah.
you're going to,
Wow.
follow the logic. How is that going to work for you in the long run?
It only
Yeah.
works to me on the senses as if you're trying to use bait to get something.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can look at it to make sense. Is if you're saying
Wow.
that your bait's going to go bad, then you're never going to be able to get what you want
Yeah.
because
You
my
won't get the
worms.
right
Shit
fit.
expires.
Yeah, shit expires. But I guess at that point though, I mean, can we just call that what it is? Somebody wants to go fishing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I understand what Josh. Do you like going fishing? Putting the worm out there on the
in
hook.
In this context, I do.
Yeah, right. Thank you. He's like regular fish is bullshit.
Buckle that.
But you talking about my penis as a worm? This is perfect. I like it. Who's fishing? Who's fishing, people?
I just don't want to catch a catfish.
That's good.
There you go.
That's good. Nice 2000 reference.
You don't want that bottom feeder?
Yeah. No. He just wants to make sure she
No.
is who she says she is.
Yeah, just look like the picture is all.
Yeah, look like me? That looks like you. All right. Do we got enough to take
got
this?
one more. I got
Oh, yeah,
one
one more. Okay, we got one more. Okay, go for it.
Follow me here. It's gonna.
Okay.
Be, I gotta talk my way around this. I'm gonna millionaire this. I'm gonna answer it. Death. I wanted to get to death before Slago got to death. So
Damn you.
if you're in a 50-50 state like California, which Joe is going to find out here soon enough, then maybe if you're not in the will as much as you might like to be, then maybe it's more financially beneficial for you to divorce this person before they die.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Did you just morbidly say that, like, you should, like, say the hell
Yeah.
with the relationship because when you die, I don't make money. But if
Right.
I divorce you now, I make money.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
exactly what
Okay.
I'm saying.
All
So
right.
let's
Just
say
wanted to
you're,
make sure I was
let's say
online
you're
with
going fishing.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say you're going fishing
Hey-o.
before you become used goods,
Yeah.
and you meet an older wealthy person.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Yeah, no context.
Genderize
There's no
it.
gender,
It could
yeah.
go either way.
Could be a dude. You never know. Yeah.
It could go either way. Trust me.
This
I
is
looked.
true.
I couldn't find an older.
I told you
older
I-
person who was into me, but
I told you I
tried.
was a 3, so you know.
Right.
I mean,
No, and that's the beauty of it. As a 3, you got more options.
Yeah,
but
dude.
either way,
Yeah.
let's say you find an older wealthy provider,
Uh-huh.
and then you think you're going to be in good in the will,
Sugar
and then you
daddy.
find out that maybe they're only going to leave you like a car and not one of
Yeah.
the mansions. Well, then you get divorced, and then you get half of the shit.
Yep. Especially in California,
that's
Right.
cold. That's cold blooded, dude.
which is where I got divorced. Oh yeah.
That's where I got divorced. I was just smart enough to do it before I had any shit.
I had to pay for 3 years.
You know, I just this was a
Yeah,
sad
I paid for 3 years.
it was a sad anniversary just recently with me and my wife when she said to me, you know, you're not working, and if we get divorced, you get money. And I was like,
Yep.
Yeah.
ain't that a bitch? You know,
Guess you're stuck with me.
Guess I'm staying around because you got to pay to leave me. Okay.
Well, I was fortunate enough to get divorced before the military saw that if I had waited one more year,
Uh-huh.
if she had waited one more year, she would have been getting half of my pension.
There you go. Military service. There's another reason.
You're talking.
Military
I
pension.
just so you guys know, you guys are talking to a guy with his head around the noose right now, and he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm losing half of the shit as we speak. Just need to
yeah,
file the paperwork." Sorry about that, Joe.
That's my bad, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Everybody's over here saying, yeah, we're gonna lose half. We're gonna lose it. Joe's like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, ain't this
I
about a
just,
bitch?
I just walked away from most of it and started over again.
So that's gonna pull us to the end of the high five. And if I'm not mistaken, Dude, in the meantime, has put together a small list of Kumite contenders. And I think, Dude, are we going to take a break, or are we going to be able to go right to the Kumite?
I'm good either way.
Okay, we can go right to the Kumite. Duder, divorce. We're talking, a deep cut and a divide, right? But now we're going to debate the top 5, the high 5 reasons for divorce, and we're gonna leave those last 2. Can you give me the 5, the 4, and the 3, my man?
Yeah. So number 5 is, and I wrote it down as sexual interest changing. So maybe you're no longer sexually attracted to your partner for whatever reason.
We're just gonna put a yoga around that. I like that. Okay, what else we got? I like that.
Number 4 is grew apart.
Train tracks. No. Tree split.
Went in separate directions.
Tree split. Right.
Tree split.
Tree split. Okay. Separate directions. Didn't. Okay. All right. What else we got?
Number 3 is used goods.
Oh.
I wrote pawn shop.
Reason for divorce? Why? Because I'm in a pawn shop and this shit's got to go, man. All right. Yeah. And if I just wait too long, how much? No, how much? No, how much? Highest bidder. Highest bidder.
They could be looking at it as versus the pawn shop. They'd be looking at it. I'm an art piece.
Oh, there you go. Auction.
Or a bottle of wine.
I liked it exactly. I was going to go with the wine. I do better with age. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Okay, so
that's not really used goods is what I was thinking. All right.
Well, she didn't see herself like that. So
yeah. So then I got 2 and 1 for the Kumite. Do you want me to announce 2 and 1?
I mean, they don't know if they're going. So let's see who. I'll take the under if they don't want to go. But who do we got for the 2 and the 1?
All right, so I got going into the Kumite. I got won't forgive old shit and brings up small stuff.
That's so perfect. Who was that? Who pulled that?
That
was Joe.
Oh, Joe. All right, Joe could go to the Kumite today. He's never been to a Kumite, or somebody could take his place. So we got can't give up old shit. And what's going against what?
Going up against money problem.
Oh! Who's got the money? Is that Slagle on the?
That's Slagle.
Slagle on the money problems.
Shit versus money problems.
All right, let me explain this to Joe really quick, and either way, we'll let Slagle go first. But Joe, this is how the Kumite works, brother. It is a shit talking battle. Okay, you are trying to prove your point over the other guy's point. Okay, and you can, you just let loose on him, and you got some emotion, man. Just let it through. Anything flies except for yo mama, and you could just try to make your point. We usually leave G back there in the soundproof booth, and then we give him the transcript, and he has to read over it, and then he makes a decision, 100% valid. So, Joe, would you like to go to the Kumite today? It's about a 30-second shit-talking match against my man Jeff. Now, I will just preface this. My man likes to come to the Kumite with death. And just some, he just likes to slap people when it comes to the Kumite. He's got a belt or two.
I don't know, man. I think someone else would be better off.
Okay, all right. We can take a proxy.
I want to listen in.
I can take old shit.
You want to take old shit? Nice. Okay, Joe, I have a good feeling about this. And you know what, Joe? As a matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and leave you as a judge. Is that fair, gentlemen? Can I
guest judge?
There we go. Guest judge for the day.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So, Joe, we're gonna have these two guys go at it. Now, both of you guys go ahead and go to your corners, gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind. Just go ahead and separate from the middle of the rack. Can we get the mats raised, please? Okay, got the mats going up here. Joe, have a seat. We're still gonna leave with Slagle. Now, Slagle. It's the Kumite, brother. You know how this goes, man. All right? You know how this runs, all right? You are bringing, I believe you're bringing money problems. Is that what you got for the Kumite?
Yep.
Yeah, money problems and divorce. So, mats are raised. Everybody's ready to rock. Jeff, you got 30 seconds on the clock. Anything goes but your mama, kid. Hit it.
Money, money, money. That's what people talk about all the time. Listen, we have to survive. You got to have money to survive, to have a house, to have electricity, food, clothing, you name it. You got to have it. Who cares about bringing up past shit? Look, that's fine. Tune her out. Go in the other room. Deal with it. But money is a big issue. Banks come. Creditors come after you. The debtor guys, they'll take your car away. Man, money, money, money. There it is.
Wow. There you go. A little bit of that there. A little bit out there for him. All right. you know, Slagle, I can appreciate your money problems, and my man over here is going to talk about a different problem. Let's go to the other side of the ring over here. Duder, you heard my man's money problems, and it looks like you get to go ahead and jump on those. This is the Kumite. You know what is going here, dude. Anything goes but your mama. And what do you got today? You got
I got old shit.
you got old shit, not new shit. You got old shit. Anything goes with your mama, kid. Hit it.
I would like to start by quoting a famous philosopher, Christopher Wallace: "Mo money, mo problems." It doesn't matter how much money you have, you're still going to have problems. They might just be different. But old shit is always going to be there. Why? Because it's old shit anymore. You could be sitting on a yacht in a gold robe with gold flippy floppies, and your wife is in a 24 karat gold bathing suit, and she's still going to be bringing up old shit. And you're going to be sitting there trying to drink your Cavassier with your maid, bringing you little sandwiches that all your money can buy you. And she's going to be bringing up shit from 8 years ago, just dragging you on your yacht, making you feel like the tiniest piece of shit that's ever sailed the seven seas on $1 million yacht. So money can change, but old shit, you cannot change it. It's always going to be there. And if you can't forgive it, then you can't forget it.
There you go. Man.
Hey,
Dude,
Debo, how
yeah.
come he got 25 seconds over?
The bell. I couldn't hit the
'Cause it
bell
was
button.
good.
The bell button. See, it stuck, and I couldn't hit it. There it goes. All right,
All
we got
right.
it. We're good. We're all.
We gotta oil that bell.
So, gentlemen, I'm going to go over here and talk to my man Joe here for a second, who is going through some stuff and hurt some times. Joe, you heard the arguments at hand. Somebody over here is talking some bullshit about some money. Somebody talking about some bullshit about some old shit. It is up to you, man. And Joe, I don't mean to take this lightly, but these two dudes are going to be really, really excited or sad, for the winner that you choose. So take a moment and explain to me your answer, and who would you like to choose?
Wow.
Old shit is the winner.
Oh, shit!
I will tell you
Kumite
why.
is season 3.
Yeah! Go ahead, Joe.
We've had money problems,
Yeah.
but old shit always comes up. Money
yeah?
problems always comes, yeah, but we can resolve it. Old shit
Yeah?
never goes away.
Yeah.
Man, I can't
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you more, man, because there's too many old shit problems that I'm still dealing with, and
Yeah.
that shit just won't go nowhere. You know,
Nope.
I got to fight the other day. All of a sudden, yeah. 5 years ago. Wait a second. What about 5 years? What about 5 years ago? I did that 5 years ago. What are we talking about today? No, we're talking about 5 years ago. We're talking about 5 years ago. Well, let's bring up 20 years ago. Let's just go ahead and bring it all up.
You know what I just realized? I just realized that Joe is getting shit for multiple timelines. He's getting shit for the future, and he's getting shit for the past.
Yeah, he is. Dang.
So yeah, just be mad at me in the present.
Yeah, send me back to the
Slap
future,
right
man.
there. Slapped you from the past to the future.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's
What's
a
wrong with the
leave a
future?
bad taste
What's
in
wrong?
your mouth
What's
right
wrong?
there when you get slapped from the past to the future.
Yeah, what's wrong with the future? I don't see you. What's wrong with the past? You done fucked up. All right.
Yeah.
What's going on
Which
today?
brings us to the present.
The president ain't looking too good either.
Yeah.
Put a
That's
bow
hell
on
of
it.
Pimp slap.
Oh man.
Baby
Ah.
powder just all across the face.
All right, I got a It's Lit or What Are You Smoking? If you guys want to
Oh, yeah.
play a little game to get out of here.
Yeah, man. Let's play this. Do this.
All right, Joe. So the way this works, I'll recap it for you, and maybe we have new audience members for season 3. So I have a list of 10 names. These 10 names are the most popular stripper names, because we know that divorcees heavily fund the stripping community.
We pay for college.
We know that there's
we
a
pay for
stigma
college.
out there. There's a stigma that if you don't have a father in the home, then you might grow up to be a stripper.
Mm.
I don't necessarily believe in that, but that's certainly a stereotype.
Bambi
So
believes in
the
it.
connection from divorce to the stripping community is there. So that's how we got to the most popular strippers. So
Thank you for drawing the lines, dude. Thank you for drawing the lines.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
So I'm going to give you the top 10 names. And Joe, if you think this name is on the top 10, then you will say it's lit. If you think I made it up and it's not in the top 10, then you will say, what are you smoking? And just to give you an example, we'll start. Everybody's going to play this, all 4 of you. So we'll start with Debo, go G, Jeff, and then Joe. So Joe kind of gets the hang of it on this first one here.
Sounds good.
All right. So name number one, Debo. You're going to start us off. Is this in the top 10 for stripper names
Got
most
it.
popular?
Got it.
Cinnamon.
It's lit.
Debo says it's lit.
It's lit. Absolutely.
Over to G.
Oh, yeah, it's lit.
G definitely. G seems like he's got some experience with strippers named Cinnamon, so he says it's lit. Over to Jeff.
Lit.
Lit. And Joe.
Definitely lit.
Definitely lit. You are all wrong. The dude wins.
What?
Cinnamon.
What are you
Cinnamon
smoking?
comes in at number 45 on the list.
Oh,
That's some
whatever.
BS.
I
That's
disagree.
crazy.
Every redheaded stripper I ever met was Cinnamon.
Yeah,
They all came out.
Cinnamon.
I mean, granted, there aren't as many redheaded strippers when I go. I guess there's only 1 in 9 out of the ladies that are there. So maybe that's
Yeah.
why, because there's just not as many of them. But I disagree. Cinnamon was definitely
One of
there.
my favorite porn stars' name is Cinnamon.
I haven't seen that one, but I'm sure Jeff
Of course,
has.
she spells
Beep,
it
beep, bang, boss.
S-I-N. She
Ah.
doesn't spell it. Yeah, sin.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. All right.
That's
Ah.
good. All right, we're gonna go over to G. You're gonna start us off for this one. Number 2 is candy, and it could
Oh.
be any spelling variation of candy.
Oh, okay. It's lit.
It's lit. Over to Jeff.
I'll say lit.
Jeff's gonna go lit. Joe.
It is lit.
Joe says lit. Debo.
Price is right. What are you smoking?
What are you smoking? The price is wrong.
Ah!
Candy is lit.
Thank
It comes
you.
in at number 8 on the list.
Yes.
Also diminutive for Candice. Candy is spelled, and it gives all the different ways it's spelled, meaning sweet.
We all
The
know.
name was popularized in 1930.
Really?
That's what it says on. This is coming from Star 94.